So I felt like I had a podcast expert on here, and I've
Mm,
never asked this kind of question. I've never sort of gotten like, this is a show, this is a podcast about leadership and all that. But
mm,
I wanted, sometimes leaders are thinking this, and sometimes people are thinking this. If I wanted to start a podcast, Jeff,
mm, mm.
uh, if someone wants to start a podcast, what are three things? There's a lot more than three, I know, but what are three things you'd want them to know or think about if they were thinking
Mm.
about doing that?
Yeah, the first thing to think about would be answering the question for yourself, why? Like pretend someone comes to you and say, "Why are you going to do this podcast?" and knowing what the answer to that question is. And so if someone were to ask that of me with regard to read to lead, my answer is because I believe that intentional and consistent reading is key to success in business and in life. It has been for me, it has been for thousands of others, and that's why I do it. Now, I go so far as to share that in every introduction of my show, but from a more listener friendly camera angle. That version I just gave was kind of like the all about Jeff version, but well, we're all kind of more interested in what's in it for me and us. And so the version I share on the show is if you want true success in business and in life, if you want transformation, etc., then guess what? Intentional and consistent reading is a must. So I basically put it out there. And this is what you've got to articulate for your own show. You've got to be able to communicate with listeners. If you want a certain XYZ transformation, what have you, out of life, then there's this ABC thing over here you have to do. And it draws a line in the sand. It basically forces your listeners to pick a side, and when you can do that, you eliminate sort of the indifference. I once had somebody say to me, "The opposite of love is not hate; it's indifference."
Yeah,
And
for
so,
sure.
when you can force people to pick a side, you've all but eliminated indifference. Now, those who agree with your point of view, they'll likely continue listening because they know they're going to get their own beliefs affirmed. But even those who maybe disagree, because your worldview, your why, has been shared and expressed in an emphatic, unapologetic, confident way, you've piqued their curiosity. And so many of them are going to be listening because they want to hear you defend
They
what you
want to
so
lean in
vehemently
and hear
believe.
that, right?
Yes, exactly. Exactly. So that would be the first thing, is know why you're doing it.